Freedom of speech is so important that we made it the First Amendment of our Constitution. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. But media outlets have changed over the years.
So where has the media gone? I joined CNN when CNN was 4 years old. It was a baby network, still referred to as Chicken Little News. We did not have access. We did not have an audience to speak of. The country was being cabled. But we quickly saw how this was going to revolutionize the information experience because it created the opportunities for people to watch events from around the world in an unfiltered way. That was the first time that had ever happened.
You reply, being American to feel however you want and to have the right to say and express that feeling. But going along with that, we should also respect each other's views and thoughts. In the past decade, the use of social media has skyrocketed. People are allowed to say what they want on the internet, even unpopular opinions. Media also has a huge effect on our government's communication with its citizens. We have different sources that agree with our political beliefs.
Well, the First Amendment in the media is extremely important because it gives us an opportunity to report on facts and things that maybe people don't really like, but if they are the true events or the true happenings of the story or the issue, we can get that information out there without fear of being put into jail or being censored by the government. So it's extremely important for us to get the real issue, the real story.
Being able to express people's opinions freely puts more ideas out into the world. So maybe if you think you're set on a certain agenda or the way you feel about something, people having the ability to express freely their own opinion puts other ideas out there, so it might change someone's mind or might help someone see a different side that they didn't see before. And I think that that's always good, hearing from more people, getting more voices out there, being able to say something and not be reprimanded for it is always a nice way to just get people talking and communicating and hearing what other people have to say, hearing other sides of issues.
News stations like Fox tend to lean more to the right, while stations like MSNBC tend to lean more towards the left.
I would definitely say we're living in like a time of history. I feel like with everything political going on, and I don't feel like it's more celebrity. I feel like everything is circled and centered on political things going on right now. So, I mean, it's definitely interesting. Like, I'm more into politics now than I ever was, because I think we are living in a time where it's pretty historical.
Our government now has social media as an outlet to reach their audience.
But some generations, when they got on Facebook or other social media, they felt free to share things, not necessarily knowing if they were true. It was sort of a playground. It was the internet. It wasn't real life. wasn't that serious. And I think that some of the debates around the use of social media in the 2016 election and use by nefarious actors, Russian adversaries, for example, the argument was that it was very easy to spread disinformation on the platform because Americans were pretty willing to share it.
There's a lot of different conversations about the media's involvement in politics and fake news. You know, that's a relatively new term. And I really think that the media works for the people who are watching or reading or viewing whatever they're putting out. So it's important to put out what is factual and what's the truth, even if that isn't always the popular opinion. So I think protecting the media's right to put out factual information is of the utmost importance too, because in a way everyone has their own platform through social media. So if someone was dictating, you know, what you could post on your Instagram or your Snapchat, I don't think that most people would like that. But it's even more important when it's news that people know that affects their life, whether it's, you know, something about the upcoming election and the ballots that people are going to be voting on, or it's, you know, a scandal with like a local city government. So I think that in a small way we can all relate to, we want to be able to share the information and get the information that we want. But when it's the media, it's definitely a bigger platform.
In our country, we are lucky to have our First Amendment rights, and we shouldn't take them for granted because that is what truly makes us an American.